Back after all the candy of Halloween comes the delicious turkey and sides of Thanksgiving. And here to get us in the mood this morning is Marie Scaglia from the Mixx. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Michelle.
I am so ready for Thanksgiving food and sides, and you have two great examples. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, what are we making up first?
I chose a couple healthier sides just because we know we're going to eat stuffing and all those mashed potatoes and everything. So this is just a sauteed kale.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. We'll start just a little bit here.
So we have some olive oil.
And you just chop up kale. If you don't feel like chopping and cleaning the kale, grocery stores actually have all this on hand now in a large bag.
Kale.
So, and it does shrink down quite a bit. So you want to, even though it looks abundant, you'll want to make sure you have it. And then it's always good to add a little butter. If you want to cut down on the calories, you could always substitute for a little chicken stock you have laying around from your turkey or turkey stock. And then you'll want to put just a couple shallots in also. And get it nice and hot and kind of saute it up.
Okay.
And then I like a little fresh tarragon or dried tarragon. Most people have that in their cupboard. So a little pinch of tarragon and granulated garlic and salt. And then just to top a little acidity in here, a little fresh squeeze of lemon, kind of to your taste. There is a recipe on your website as well.
And I think that some folks get a little intimidated when they hear kale, like, oh, it's so healthy, doesn't taste very good, too green. It's delicious.
It is.
Especially when you add a little flavor and seasoning to it.
Right, and it's very simple, but when you chop it up really small, you don't have the bitterness, and it just sautés really nicely. And to kind of finish it off, we have the creaminess of the goat cheese and the crunchy, just some toasted almonds.
Okay, so add some toasted almond, add some crunch to it, and then some goat cheese.
Yep.
Delicious. Now, how do you know when the kale is done? Because you don't want to overcook it.
It's just so it's kind of wilted just a little bit. This is going to take a little bit of time, not too long, but just kind of so it's nice and green, greener than it probably was in the pan over here, and then just so it has a nice soft texture.
Is kale okay left over?
Absolutely. I think you could pop it in the microwave and heat it up, and
there you go.
Because
you know Thanksgiving's all about leftovers, isn't it? The next day you can enjoy it for a few days after.
Right.
Now this is one of my favorites. I love cranberries. I know it's one of your since you're a kid, right?
Absolutely. I ate cranberries and salad for Thanksgiving Day. I was not a turkey fan on Thanksgiving, but homemade cranberries. This is a take on my mom's recipe. It's really simple. I get a nice big bag of fresh cranberries, and then add fresh squeezed orange juice or tangerine juice.
Okay,
or
something with some citrus.
And then a little bit of water too to your cranberries. Okay. And then I add cinnamon, which is kind of a little twist on things for most people. Okay. I like the cinnamon sticks because it adds a good texture and a nice little garnish for it. In this recipe, I have organic sugar. Now, a lot of cranberries are really sweet, and this is not a sweet cranberry. This is more of a tart. But if you want more sugar, obviously add it. To cut down on the sugar, or if you're diabetic or you want to keep the sugar out, you could use a liquid stevia. You'll have to kind of do it by taste. Technically, it's about a teaspoon per cup of sugar. So, but you can kind of just add it. The liquid stevia works nice.
Great alternative.
And another thing that's really nice in this is a little orange zest. You can see the oils of the orange come off.
This smells so good. Like you wouldn't just have this in your kitchen cooking up every day.
Yeah, it does make the house smell really good. And then a little lemon zest also, and a little squeeze of lemon always is nice. And last but not least, I like to do some chopped apples. So it's kind of a take on a applesauce and cranberry put together.
Nice. And that probably adds some sweetness to it a little bit.
Sure. So you want to make sure you put the apples in it. And then you'll just want to let this simmer on your stove for about bring it to a boil, just till the cranberries pop, about 10 minutes on a medium to low heat.
And there you go.
And what I like to do also is I jar them up for my neighbors and drop them off at their doorstep for a little Thanksgiving fall gift with a note from me and my daughter.
I want to be your neighbor.
So,
absolutely amazing.
Nice. So,
this is such a great addition, I think. And folks can start cooking this up now. They can enjoy it before Thanksgiving. Don't even wait.
Sure.
Well, Marie shared the recipes for both the sauteed kale and cranberry-apple relish with us. You'll be able to find them on our website later on today at kclive.tv. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, let's head over to Michael.